Hey guys, Anthrax here. Today we are going to be doing another rebuilding episode, and today we are going to be doing the Buffalo Bills, a team that I would consider needs a slight rebuild, but isn't too far gone. It's definitely more of a rebuild necessary than the Patriots that I just did, and hopefully you guys like the rebuild. I'm going to be bringing you guys these for, well, a while. I'm going to try to get through all of them. All the teams rather, and just see how it goes. But I don't know how well received the Patriots one is right now because I'm making this right after. So if you guys did like it, make sure you leave some comments. Maybe follow me on Twitter and tell me what you think I should do next, and you know, what teams are coming up that you would want me to do. Oh, come on. All right. But yeah, we're doing the Buffalo Bills today. They have, in my opinion, they have a pretty good offense. Their line could be a little bit better. The defense is, the good thing about the defense is the corners are solid. You don't have to, I wouldn't have to trade for any corners like I did. Alright, so here we are at the start of season number 1. I am going to set the season goal for 7 wins, so if we do get 7 wins, I will get some Coach XP. I don't consider us tanking year 1, but I also don't consider us having a winning season. Let's auto sort this so we can get Sammy Watkins back in because he is injured in real life, unfortunately. And actually, I believe Shady is also injured. I think he had a hamstring stretch or something today, if I saw that right. But this team's in... The offensive line is probably the worst bit. I know it looks pretty good right now, but Cordy Glenn is definitely staying on the team. He's one of the best left tackles in the game. Richie Incognito is 100% going. 33, way too old, probably has a huge salary. Eric Wood, 30. And I know a lot of people might be wondering, like in the Patriots video, why trade Devin McCourty? He's 90 overall. I'm basically just looking at their age. Like, Charles Clay might stay for 1 year. He's only 27, and he's pretty good, but... The way I look at it is that the regression system in Madden is very unrealistic, in my opinion. So let's say Sammy Watkins, he's got quick, he's definitely staying on the team, he's really young, but let's say he gets to 29 and he goes, we have him up at 90, and he turns 29 and then he turns 30, his 90 would go down to like 87 or 88. And then if he plays till he's 31, it'll go down to like 83, and it'll just keep going down and down and down. So you want to get rid of the people that are a little too old right away. I don't know if we'll do that with Shady. I'm sure we could get a few good years out of him, so I think we might keep Shady and try to draft a running back. Tyrod Taylor is kind of up in the air for me. I really like Tyrod in real life, but the thing is, I don't know how well he's going to progress in the sim. So we'll see what we do at quarterback. We might have to wait and draft a quarterback too. But now we're getting to the defense. The corners are completely set. Stephon Gilmore, Ronald Darby, I like them both. They're both good. And they're both pretty young. 25 with quick for Stephon Gilmore, and I believe Ronald Darby is 22 with quick, or is he with normal? 22 with normal. But Ronald Darby is very good. This line is... The DTs are probably the only things that are going to stay. Okay, maybe not Corbin Bryant, but Marcel Darius is definitely staying. Kyle Williams is out the door already, basically. And Adolphus Washington, he's a rookie, so I might keep him and see if he could win something, and if not, then I'll probably get rid of him. Safeties are up for grabs. Linebackers are up for grabs. I think the only one that I'm not going to get rid of is Preston Brown. He's got quick. He's 23. Zach Brown. His name is Zach? Yeah, Zach Brown is definitely going slow, 26 years old. Basically, most of the defense is going, and we're going to redraft safeties and D-line, stuff like that. I'll probably keep Tyrod and McCoy for 1 year, see how they work out, but I'm going to start off by signing some free agents again as trade bait. People might not... I don't know if people liked that or disliked it, but I mean, they're on free agency. I can sign them if I have cap, is the way I look at it. So if I could get something back for these guys, then why not? I don't think I'd get anything for Danny Lansana. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'd get anything for him, to be honest. So I'm just going to sign Louis Delmas again. And I don't know if I'm going to... expose that Colts thing again. I mean, I might. It's really quite silly that they have that in there, to be honest. I could just throw in Louis Delmas for basically their best lineman, Jack Mewhort. I mean, is there anybody else that the Colts, like, I don't even think there's anybody else that the Colts would give up. Like, maybe Ryan Kelly, just, like, player for player. There's really no one else on this team I would want. Maybe Dante Moncrief. But let's see if we could offload Delmas somewhere else instead of taking advantage of that. Let's see. Joel Bitonio? Alright, well, the first trade is Louis Delmas for Joel Bitonio instead of Jack Mewhort. Probably bad, but I don't really want to repeat too many steps that I did in the last video. I could have gotten Jack Mewhort, who is a better player, but I also feel like it's kind of cheap. Reggie Bush, what's his contract? Yeah, I like Reggie Bush a lot. I always liked him when he was on the Saints, but we're going to get rid of him. I don't think anybody would even... Does anybody need a running back? I'll see what I can make go through for Reggie Bush. He's probably just going to be a cap dump, though. So, although I think Reggie Bush is worth more than this is the only way it would go through. It's basically just a cap dump. I don't want to be paying a 31-year-old who's 72 overall, you know, basically $1.5 million. Want to clear up some of that cap, so... That was the first trade, or the first real trade. So now we're probably going to try to offload Richie Incognito since we just got Joel Bitonio. So I'll come back with the next trade. Alright, so with the next trade, I am trading Richie Incognito, Zach Brown, and a third this year for Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, and a fourth next year. Just basically getting a similar draft pick back. I think I traded for... I don't remember if I traded for Zach Martin and Travis Frederick in the Patriots video, but they are pretty much the two best interior linemen, other than, you know, who's the other center I'm thinking of? Man, I'm blanking real hard right now. They're basically the best interior linemen in the game, so if I could get them for what I can get them for, then I will definitely go after them. Just still thinking about trading Shady. I don't know. He might still just sit for the year and help develop another player, so we'll see where we go with that. So, the next trade I didn't expect to go through. It is, I don't remember Miller's first name. James, I'm going to guess. James Miller, Eric Wood, and a second next year for Todd Gurley. So, I think we're going to get rid of Shady for sure now. It was basically... trading away. We traded for Travis Frederick and Zach Martin, so I didn't need Miller and Wood anymore. So just went after Gurley, and it looked like it was going to go through. So I just threw in a draft pick, and we got him. So Shady's trade is probably coming up next. So the Shady trade, it is LaShawn McCoy, I think Jerry Hughes, and a second this year. Didn't want to give up the second, but wouldn't go through otherwise. For Brandon Cooks and a fourth next year from the Saints. Got Todd Gurley, so we don't need Shady anymore. Don't really want Hughes. He's 29 or 30 with a decently sized contract. Brandon Cooks, superstar dev, really young, so good for the receiving core. We didn't really have a good number 2, so the receiving core is coming along good. I think that's probably the only receiver we'll pick up. So with this trade, we are trading Corey Graham and Roby Coleman for Vernon Hargraves III. He's got quick development, and he is a rookie, so there is a possibility he could win something, and if push comes to shove, he's still a good nickel corner, and Corey Graham is really, like, heading towards the regression period, so I think this is a good trade. Didn't give up any draft picks, so I think we're moving in the right direction. Just need to make a few more trades so we can get into the year 1 sim. So with this trade, we are trading Kyle Williams and Roy. Sorry, I don't know their names, but they're really far down on the depth chart, so I don't bother looking. But we're trading Kyle Williams essentially for the first-round pick from the Falcons. Just a cap dump, basically. Kyle Williams was like, what, 31, 33-ish, something like that. And he had a $5 million contract, so I didn't want to hang on to that cap because we're probably going to have to re-sign a bunch of these linemen we just picked up this year, and it's going to cost a lot. So, almost ready. There's just a couple more trades I want to make. So with this trade, we are trading Duke Williams, our backup free safety, and a sixth for Landon Collins. I don't know why it went through, but it did, and he's replacing I already forget his name. He's replacing our number one strong safety. He's younger. He's really good in real life, so I don't know why that trade would go through that easily, but it did, so we have a new starting strong safety. So the odd trades continue. I believe his name is Robert Blanton. He was our other backup strong safety. Apparently we had like 3 strong safeties over 75 overall, but traded him in a 5th for Jack Mehort. I needed a tackle, so I'll probably switch one of the guys that I have to right tackle, and I don't know why the Colts like giving up Jack Mehort so easily, but they do, and we have him, so that's good for us. So with this trade, we are trading Jordan Mills, the surplus right tackle that we have, for a first-rounder from the Jets next year. So just a cap dump, and we don't really need him, so get something back for him. So with this trade, we are trading Quentin Coples and a 5th this year for Dion Buchanan, and he will probably end up playing middle, and we'll switch one of our middle linebackers over to an outside linebacker because we need one more. But yeah, this trade was kind of a no-brainer. He's a great player. Alright, so the team at start of year 1, we still have Tyrod Taylor. We will probably use our first draft pick to draft a quarterback if he doesn't have a good year. We have Todd Gurley instead of Shady. We have Sammy Watkins, Robert Woods, and Brandon Cooks as receivers. I think it's a pretty good core. We still have Charles Clay. We have Batonio, Martin, Frederick, Mewhort, and Glenn on the line. I think it's pretty solid. On defense, the linebackers are a question mark because Ragland, I switched him from middle linebacker to outside linebacker, pass rusher, and his overall went up by like 4. So he's a rookie, so if he wins something, he'll probably become pretty good. And then Shaq Lawson is also a rookie. And we'll just see if any of the rookies win any of the awards for Defensive Player of the Year or Pro Bowls. We have Preston Brown in the middle with Dion Buchanan, pretty good middles. Aaron, is his name Aaron? Aaron Williams at free safety. I thought I'd keep him. He's pretty good. We have Landon Collins over there. Ronald Darby, Stephon Gilmore, and Vernon Hargraves. The D-line is my only concern. No ends, no second DT. Marcel Darius is basically going to be holding it down himself, but I'm hoping with the outside linebackers we have that we can make it work. So we'll get into the sim. I will see you guys at midseason, see where we're standing at. Alright, so mid-season year 1, we are actually sitting 5-3, which is good for tied for first in the division with the Patriots. We knew the Patriots would most likely win this division, even if we didn't make a super team. We did beat them in week 8, though, so that's pretty good. I'm going to re-sign some of these people, do some scouting, and see if we could maybe make the wild card game. That'd be nice. I didn't expect this. So Cordy Glenn, Stephon Gilmore looks like maybe one of our safeties as well. I'm going to keep Cordy Glenn on for a few more years, see if he'll take that. Perfect. So Jerome Felton, probably not re-signing. Robert Woods, he's probably not getting re-signed either. I could find a better wide receiver in free agency, and everybody else is fine. So I'll re-sign these guys, and I will see you at the playoffs, see if we make it. Alright, so at the playoffs we actually are in the wild card, but we went 11-5, so the Patriots must have, they didn't even really go off. So we both went 11-5, positive record. I'm happy, satisfied. Didn't think we would do that well. Gurley's got a load of XP. Let's go see the stats for this year. Do a little recap. So Tyrod Taylor, 4,000 yards, not bad, not bad. 32 touchdowns, 6 picks. If this was real life, that'd be his best season. So he might actually stick around. We might not get rid of him. But Todd Gurley, 1,500 yards, but almost 400 attempts, so it's to be expected. 12 touchdowns, though. Mike Gillislee, 8 touchdowns. Receiving, let's see, Brandon Cooks, 81 receptions, almost 800 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sammy Watkins, 76 receptions, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Pretty good. Robert Woods, yeah, nothing spectacular, so I don't really mind that I didn't re-sign him. Joel Batonio and Cordy Glenn, once again, tackles, giving up loads of sacks. Defense, Preston Brown, 117 tackles. Dion Buchanan, 114. Landon Collins, 106. All right, let's see. Tackles for loss. 11 from Marcel Darius and 8 from Ledger Duzable, something. Sacks. Reggie Ragland, the rookie, 7.5. That's good. Led our team. Well, it's not good. It's good that the rookie got that many sacks. It's not good that he led our team. Shaq Lawson, also a rookie, 6.5. So rookie is leading the team in sacks. I was kind of hoping one person would have double digits, but the line really isn't that good. So Preston Brown, Landon Collins, Ronald Darby, and Stephon Gilmore, all with 3 picks. That's pretty good. Let's see. Any forced fumbles? Who had a lot? Landon Collins, Shaq Lawson, Jarrell Worthy, all 3-way tie. Any touchdowns? At least one, I see him. Preston Brown with 1 touchdown. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Was not expecting to do this well year 1, to be honest. MVP, Aaron Rodgers. Any Bills in the mix? No. Alright, AFC. Jamal Charles, AFC Player of the Year. Tyrod Taylor coming in at 6. Todd Gurley coming in at 8 for Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year. Preston Brown coming in at 10. Rookie of the Year. Did we have any rookies on offense? We didn't have any rookies on offense. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Shaq Lawson finishes in 4th, and Reggie Ragland finishes in 7th, and Hargreaves finishes in 10th. So we did have some talent on the board, but we didn't win anything. So let's, I'm going to spend the XP that we have and go into the playoffs. I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we are going into the Year 1 wildcard game against the Tennessee Titans. Our 82 overall compared to their 83 overall. It really could go either way. Like I said, I didn't think we'd make it this far anyway, and I definitely didn't think we'd have as good a record as we did. So it's pretty good for the situation we're in. If we do win and make a deep playoff run, then that'd be fantastic. If we don't, I completely understand, and we're just going to go to the offseason, see if we could pick up any big-name threats. Alright, here we go. Wild card game. Let's try to get in the end zone early. Or not. Alright, first score finally. We didn't come away with a field goal from that even? Really? Alright, come on. Don't let him get away with this now. It looks like we're probably not going to win the wild card game. Yeah, we got destroyed. Alright, well, that's what I kind of expected, even though the overalls were really close. There was really no way. Oh, Tyrod, actually, both quarterbacks didn't really play that well, to be honest, but Tyrod, 100 yards, 1 interception. Gurley didn't even have that many carries, so there's really no reason that Tyrod should have only thrown for 18 attempts. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And I bought him clutch, too, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, that's a really bad game for everybody. No sacks let up. Wow. Preston Brown and Shaq Lawson. Ragland had a sack. Duzable, whatever his name is, with 1. And Adolphus Washington, the rookie, with half a sack. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. Yeah, I don't know why it was that much of a runaway. It really shouldn't have been. We looked like we put up some solid numbers in the regular season, but we fell short overall. So let's go to the offseason. Alright, going into free agency in year 1, we have $33 million to spend. I believe Martellus Bennett is usually a free agent, but yeah, he's 30. He's the same overall as Charles Clay. I think I'm fine. Ooh, Jonathan Hankins, though. I'm definitely going to pursue Jonathan Hankins. He's 25. I'll try to sign him until he's 30. Let's see if we could get him on not too much of a hit to the cap. Okay, I really want Jonathan Hankins because he has quick, doesn't he? No, he has normal, but he's a solid DT, and with Marcel Darius, I feel like we could do some real damage, and he's young enough. Is there anybody else that I would want to go after in free agency? Ooh. Kendall Wright? I don't know. It's kind of the same Eric Wood situation that we had going on. Or not Eric Wood. Oh, I already forget his name. Sorry, I'm blanking right now. No, there's really no one else we need to go after in free agency, so hopefully Jonathan Hankins signs. He should. We put in a pretty good bid. Let's see. Yep, okay, so Jonathan Hankins signed. That makes our defensive line a fair amount better, actually. Yeah, I really like that. We just need to draft a solid right end. I feel comfortable with Washington being on our left end. Corners are good. Safeties are good. Linebackers are getting there. I feel like we'll probably make another good run in year 2, but I'll see you guys at the draft. Alright, here we are in the draft for year 1. We have the 11th overall pick as well as the 22nd overall pick in the first round, and those are all the picks we have. So, I don't, like, Tyrod had a good year. I was scouting some quarterbacks. I could probably get something back for Tyrod. Like a good draft pick or maybe a good defensive prospect, but I don't know if I'd, like, this guy is obviously the one I would want, Gary Burke, but if he goes, then I feel like it'd be a waste to trade him. It would free up a lot of cap, though, as well. Let me see if I can trade into the top 5. Yeah, let me see if I can trade into the top 5, trade Tyrod. I really don't want to, but if we could get a quarterback that's comparable and get some other stuff back, then I'd be happy to. Alright, with this trade, I traded Tyrod Taylor, Aaron Williams to the Browns for the number 1 overall pick. Guarantee that I can get that quarterback. I have those two. I didn't give up any picks to trade up, so I still have those other picks. I can draft a free safety later in the draft, and yeah, I don't know. Tyrod, 82 overall. He had a good year, but he was just, he's 28. He's not going to develop. It's not really about him regressing. He's still gonna be good, but it's more so about him not getting any better. This guy, A, throw power, B plus short and mid. That's really good. He skipped the combine, so I don't know any about those stats, but he should be pretty good. Look at that. 84 overall with superstar. We already immediately upgraded from Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, okay, that was a good trade. I like that trade that I just made. I don't regret that at all. And then with the 11th pick, we'll probably take a free safety of some kind. Whoever is available. I know I was watching quite a few of them, so we'll see what we can get to replace Aaron. Okay, well, I was just watching one guy, I guess. Everybody else went, I would assume. Yeah, everybody else must have gone in the top 10. He's considered a late first rounder. I have the 22nd. I don't know, and I didn't have enough scouting points to get this guy like all figured out, so I don't really want to take a chance if I don't know what he is. So I could take this receiver to replace. I could take a receiver. Like, I would much rather take this guy, but I'm going to assess kind of what I'm looking for a little more. I mean, the linebackers, it says C+, but they are young, so they are going to develop, so I don't really mind that. I'm good on corners, so I didn't really scout any. I'm basically just looking for either ends or... There's only one end that was any decent. He was a late second rounder. If the safety's gone by 22, I'll take this guy, but I think for right now I'll probably take one of those receivers. Get a new weapon for our new quarterback. I'll take this guy. B+ in every catching stat. Speed receiver. 78 overall with superstar. Picked him exactly at the overall threshold that he was at, number 11. Yeah, so 2 superstar picks, 2 offensive. This is going to be a good year for offense. It really is, because we're replacing our, average, subpar, maybe even receiver for a superstar. So that should be pretty good. Let's see if, is that safety available? No. Okay. I don't need a middle linebacker, don't need quarterbacks, obviously. I'm going to take this guy. I'm going to take a chance. A hit power, B+ tackle, B for power moves. Late second rounder, but this is the only pick I have left, so 78 overall with normal. That's pretty good. Number 8 in true potential. He is 24 years old, so it's kind of late to be a rookie, but, he'll be good. We can put him over at right end, because I believe we already have Washington at left end, but... all in all, pretty good draft. I like everything we came out with. Superstar quarterback, great wide receiver with superstar development, and a pretty solid end that should, we just signed Jonathan Hankins, so that should solidify our defensive line, make it a little easier for the defense to breathe, get some pressure on the QB. So I will see you guys at the start of season number 2.